welcome to Grey Dog FM, and this is episode 10, season 2 of our Road to Glory save with Bradford Park Avenue. We're coming to the crucial end of our second season, and we're in a big relegation fight. Just before we go on to show you what we've been doing in the last few games, we held a team meeting, and this is what Danny Bushell, our assistant manager, said. I think it would be a good idea to hold a team meeting to give the players some words of encouragement ahead of our next fixture. It is crucial to our ongoing relegation battle. So we spoke to the players and we told them to treat it as just any other game, not a relegation decisive game. We have 3 games left after this, and let's see how we've been doing then and where we are in the table going into this derby game at Guiseley. So last game we were away at Buxton, another crucial game that we didn't manage to win, but we got a point to keep our 4-game unbeaten run. After that, we were away to Chester and we lost the game. Our unbeaten run came to an end. We found ourselves 2-0 down, a goal at either side of the break, 39 minutes and 50 minutes for Chester. Carter Denson then came on and pulled one back on 59 minutes. But we couldn't manage an equaliser, and Will Longbottom missed a penalty with a chance to tie the scores. Tom Sams, our man of the match at 7.5, a pretty good defensive performance there. Fullbacks again, the lower scorers in that, and Tom McCauley 6.6. Hamed, Dunstan and Lloyd Smith playing well, and Carter Denson obviously coming on. Finn O'Boyle had a slight injury, he had to go off, and Lee Angle not quite making the impact that we wanted to. 6.3, he was subbed off. So the next game then, we were back in the relegation fight, and the next game, away to Tamworth, bottom of the league, we managed to win 2-1 against the bottom side. 2 penalties just before half-time. Fielding opened the scoring for us, and then they equalised with a penalty of their own on 64 minutes. But Lee Angle, who was dropped to the bench, came on and got the winner, making a difference there, and he's probably not quite up to fitness as yet, but certainly made an impact coming off the bench with the winning goal. So winning that one as we had to do. Again, some good performances. Reece Staunton 7.7, Sam Fielding 7.3. Alex Simpson had a game at number 10 as we rested Finn O'Boyle due to a slight injury, and Lee Angle coming on with the winning goal at 7.8, getting our man of the match. Next game was a real surprising game. Boreham Wood just outside the playoffs in 8th place, and we blew them away 5-0. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. A hat-trick from Hamed. We were only 1-0 up at half-time, 16th minute initial goal from Hamed, but in the second half we blew them away. Tom Sams got one from a corner, 2-0 after 53 minutes, and then 3 goals in 11 minutes. Hamed 74, a penalty on 79, and Finn O'Boyle wrapping it up in 85 for our best win in this save in a competitive match. Tom McCauley still had to do the business. 8.1 for Sams, 9.8 for Hamed after his hat-trick. Definitely our man of the match. And Finn O'Boyle 8.1. One thing I must say about this marking from FM is that goals certainly affect the markings. Going into this fixture against Guiseley in good form. We've won our last 2 games. We've only conceded 1 goal, and of course 5-0 against Boreham Wood. So let's have a look at the table then. And we're out of the bottom 4. We're in 19th, 4 points clear of Buxton with 4 games to go. So I reckon if we get another win, we should be more or less safe. But until we're mathematically safe, we won't say that. But we've certainly turned it around recently. The signing of Lee Angle has made a difference, although he's not personally contributed that much apart from that winning goal, and we expect more from him. As you can see there, Tamworth already relegated, and the fight then is between Kettering, Nuneaton, Buxton, Banbury, ourselves, and possibly Guiseley if we were to beat them today. So let's have a look at the team we're putting out today in this big derby game. We travel to Nethermoor to take on Guiseley. Let's have a look at how we're lining up. So the team news then is there is no news. We're going in with an unchanged side, same 16, same sub, as the 5-0 win against Boreham Wood. Why would you change anything? Everybody's looking good. A bit of low condition on Staunton, but other than that, no problems. Finn O'Boyle and David Hammond have just recovered fitness and remain some way short of full fitness and need to be monitored, so we'll look at that. The team then, in our 4-2-3-1, balanced counter-attacking tactic. Macaulay in goal, right back Osborne, Sams and Staunton are a good partnership in the centre of defence. Ferguson at left back, Spencer and Fielding, although not showing as good by our assistant manager, have done a fine job there. And both on defensive duties. Deep line playmaker for Fielding, ball winning midfielder for Spencer, and Hammond leading the line up front after his hat-trick against Boreham Wood, ably supported by in the 10 role. On the right, Lloyd Smith, who's done well, apart from they keep getting reports of him not scoring for a while, but he's been at his creative best. And on the left, as an inverted winger, is Brad Doherty. So let's get underway in this crucial game. I've tried to play it down a bit. We don't want players getting sent off, as can happen if you're going too passionate. Hopefully we can get the win that will more or less make us safe. So here we are for the team talk before the game. We've said to the players, I want you to pick up where you left off last time out, and that's motivated 3 players: Niall Osborne, Brad Doherty and Lee Angle on the bench. The rest of the players are composed. Nobody's looking nervous or anything, so let's get into this game then. So it's Guiseley that get us underway then in this 6-point relegation battle, as it says in the commentary. Guiseley 6-5 favourites. We are 2-1, so we're up against it according to the bookies. And Fielding there with an early clearance, and O'Boyle picks up. Fielding again, sprays it out, but pass is intercepted by Al Jahadami. They've got 1 or 2 local lads playing for them of Guiseley by the names like Hal Jahadami, probably is, I don't know, but it's through ball there, but picked up by Oxley, the Guiseley keeper. Sams heads out, so long highlight is this one for the first highlight, and Doherty in well there, good tackle, and we're showing what we need to do in this derby game without going overboard. Early doors yet, and Elliott again coming down. Doherty is doing well on that side, playing as a left back more or less, but the guys are up for it, and that's the end of the first kick-off highlight, which lasted quite a long time. There's a yellow card for Guiseley. Maguire early booking, and he'll have to watch himself now. They can't do, we're going down to 10. Spencer loses possession there, and Guiseley knocking on the door. This is a bit worrying for me, but our guys are closing down well. Elliott hits the bar and cleared away by Ferguson, put out for a throw. So the first chance there to Guiseley, and not a very big chance at .07, but we've had 2 shots now and a couple of chances, and it's Al Jahadami with the corner header in near post, but went into the side netting. That near post header. Macaulay chips it out to Ferguson, playing out from the back. Staunton plays the ball up to Hammond, wins it to good header to Doherty. Doherty puts 2 of them through. The Hammond heads it back. Spencer puts Smith through, and he opens the scoring. Second goal of the season for Lloyd Smith. They've been saying in the social media about him not scoring, but he's certainly done the business there. Good header by Hammond. Doherty carries the ball, plays it through. Hammond heads it back to Spencer. Spencer, good ball through to Smith, and he buries that one to give us the lead after 23 minutes. Let's have a look at that. That looked offside to me, but I think it's not being called. I don't think there's no VAR for it. No VAR anyway, is there at this level? Anyway, 1-0 up, and we've had a great start, although most of the momentum is showing with Guiseley. Being the home team, you would expect that. Smith crosses in. Oh, and it's a penalty. Hammond bundled over there and by Maguire, and it's a penalty. Who's taking it this time? Hammond took it last game. Spencer. Skipper Spencer takes the penalty, and he's missed. He's missed. I don't know whether that hit the post or the keeper saved. But a chance to go 2-0 up there, and we've squandered that penalty. Spencer not putting that away. So here's Spencer taking the corner. Is Sam's there? No, headed out by Guiseley. So here's Smith. He looks like he's having a good game so far, but he's giving the ball away there. And we get the ball off Al Jahadami. Sam's in the tackle. Sam's has been playing brilliantly recently. He's really cemented his place in the heart of this defence. Staunton plays it out to Osborne. Osborne not hitting the target man, but Hamed's making a nuisance of himself there and getting in amongst these Guiseley players. We seem to be really up for this fight here so far anyway. And Sams clears that one up, clearing up at the back, passes back to Macaulay, and we're coming up to half time then, 8 minutes to go. If we can get in at 1-0 or even better. And Campton Sturridge and ball skimmed the bar, did that say? I didn't actually see the shot went that hard, but he missed anyway. So we still lead 1-0. O'Boyle losing the ball there. Al Jahadami's been in the game a lot for Guiseley. And there's a through ball, Campton Sturridge, and he's equalised. DJ Campton Sturridge has equalised for Guiseley, 39th minute. Our old tracking of the runner there, not being our downfall and our weakness. We seem to let them through for goals like that, although I don't think it's there we go, it's Sams who let him go, and an easy chance there in the end for Campton Sturridge to equalise. So goal before half time, and we are actually leading on XG, 1.17 and 0.65 for them. And we've got a corner here in injury added time, and it's Fielding this time. A set piece header just before half time to give us the lead again. Fantastic corner from Spencer, and Fielding with the header this time. Let's have a look at this again. Beats 4 defenders around him there. What a header from Sam Fielding, and we'll go in at the break 2-1 up and 1.43 against 0.65. We're certainly bossing the game and 57% possession. So let's keep this up and we can make ourselves safe more or less. So here we have the team talk. We're going to praise the players. I'm delighted with that first half against a rival. Keep going. And that's everybody extremely delighted, except Liangle is now anxious on the bench. So let's get into the second half. Hopefully we can wrap this one up. And we kick off. Hamed back to Fielding. So we've got a highlight from the kickoff, which is unusual for the second half. Must be something going to happen here. And O'Boyle picks up that clearance. O'Boyle running into the box. It's blocked, but it falls to Smith. Smith crosses in, but straight to their defender. And Sams picks up that long ball, returns it with one of his own. O'Boyle with a header. Dibbo back to his keeper. This is a long highlight for the kickoff. Something must be going to happen. O'Boyle weaves his way, puts Dockett away on the left. Dockett crosses in. Hamed tapping. We saw that in the 5-0 win. We're certainly putting that ball across the 6-yard box, and we go 3-1 up. We're carrying on this form from the last game. I don't know what's changed, but we're certainly looking better in front of goal recently. Maybe the presence of Angol on the bench, but Doherty looked like he handled that one. And Hamed with a tap in. He will be challenging Finn O'Boyle now for the leading scorer. They're pretty neck and neck. Here's another corner. Spencer, can he get one on somebody's head again? Spencer, and headed out by Guiseley, but Fielding. O'Boyle blocked. O'Boyle gets the ball again, passes it out to Spencer on the left. We're playing fantastic football now. I don't know what's changed. Spencer crosses in. Hamed hits the post, cleared away by Kiffin. Smith returns it back in, but Oxley, the keeper, grabs that one, and we're putting real pressure on them now. 10 shots we've had, 5 on target, and that's a poor free kick from Guiseley. Thankfully, if they keep playing like this, we should maybe get another 5. Hamed heads on, but to nobody, picked up by their defence. And this is a guy who's a problem. Campton Sturridge is in again. He's beaten our defender, and it's 3-2. We've got to keep this guy in check. I'm going to mark him. I don't think I've had anything from Bashel about that one. And Sam's again getting beat, although he's playing well at 7.3. He's been at fault for both the goals. So we're just going to stop there and make sure this guy doesn't get a hat-trick. So let's have a look. Opposition and Campton, what's he saying? We should mark him tightly at all times. I didn't see that message, but we're going to do that. Probably a bit late, and we're going to press him as well. And let's tell Sams to mark him, although he has been the player nearest to him recently. So Sams is a good tackling attribute, good marking at 15. So it's his off the ball at 7 and positioning at 7 that's not as good. So he's on ease off tackles. Don't know why that is. Why is he on ease off tackles? Let's take that off. They'll probably give a penalty away now. Mark specific player, DJ Campton Sturridge. So we put him on marking Campton Sturridge, and 3-2 up. We've come now back into the game of Guiseley. Ferguson heads out, but Balogun picks up, and Macaulay grabs that one after it was deflected. So early in the second half, still not as clear as we wanted to be, but O'Boyle picks that one up in midfield. Doherty is having a good game, is Doherty. Comes down this left. He seems to play well on the left. O'Boyle in the middle. Hamed. We're knocking the ball out, keeping possession here. Fielding. Back to Doherty. Back to Fielding. Plays it out wide, but doesn't find Hamed on that occasion. But we've picked up the ball again. We're winning it in midfield. Spencer making a run. Plays it back to Osborne. We're keeping possession. That's what I like. O'Boyle's made a good run. And he scores. We get 2 goals in front again. O'Boyle wants that leading scorers, doing a little dance there. Lovely. Liam, I keep calling him Liam O'Boyle. It's Finn O'Boyle. He's Irish though. Liam O'Boyle. No, Finn O'Boyle. Got away from the marker there, hooks it across into the far corner, and that's 4-2, 58th minute, and a long time to go yet. What we need to do now is keep Guiseley out, keep them at arm's length, and maybe we can just see this highlight. We can freshen things up a little bit. Played out to Osborne from the keeper. What I like about this is we are keeping possession a lot better than we were. O'Boyle's away from the defence again. Can he find somebody now? Gets in, plays it back, cut out by Dibbo, and we're coming again. We're putting lots of pressure on guys. You'd think we were the home team. Here's Doherty. Again, looked like he handled it there. I don't know whether they've got the players' movements mixed up and they're touching it with their hands instead of the feet. Doherty crosses in, Hamed's in. It's a hat-trick again. 2 back-to-back hat-tricks for Hamed. I think it's a hat-trick, is it? No, it's just his second goal. I'm getting carried away. I thought he'd got 3. But 5-2, 5 goals for the second successive match. Doherty puts that in. Hamed gets between the 2 defenders there and heads in. He's certainly coming to the fore. Maybe he just plays better at the end of the season. So let's make some changes then and freshen things up. Guiseley have made Campton Sturridge has been taken off. Great. I really don't know what to do here for the best. I know we're winning 5-2. Hamed got a hat-trick last game. I'm going to bring Angol on for Hamed and rest him for the next game. Probably won't like that, being on a hat-trick. Ferguson, I would change, but I haven't got a left back and I don't want to move Staunton over there. So we're going to keep Ferguson on. He needs to keep playing. He's pretty good condition, fair condition. So we just make that one change at the moment and look at it in another 10 minutes or so. So we confirm that and get back into the game. And it's a Guiseley attack. Aldi Hamadi, Nevitt pulls the goal. It's certainly one for the fans, is this. 8 goals so far. 5-3. And defensively, we've been lacking. And that one in the air. Staunton it was who got beat at the back post. Maybe it's because he's a bit tired and I should have taken him off. We're on to 85th minute and Staunton is now very poor. So is Sams. I'm going to move Fielding back instead of Sams. Fielding's been playing on the left, so he's going to play on the left. I'm going to put Osborne and Fielding as centre backs. They can both play there quite naturally. And we bring a Dunstan on for Sams. So we're going to bring a Dunstan on and play him at right back. And we're going to bring Hopper on for Staunton to play in the midfield. That's our 3 substitutes. The final changes into the last 5 minutes plus added time, and we can see this one out. I wouldn't expect Guiseley to score 2 in this time, but they've got a corner here. It's going to be close, and Ferguson heads out. That player was in front of our goalie there, Elliott. That's offside. Elliott was stood in front of and impeding our goalie. That is offside. Let's see this again. So Ferguson heads out. Buchan heads it back. He's in front of the keeper. What? That should have been offside. Anyway, we've got to tighten this up. 5-4. We're going to lower the tempo. This is our defensive mode. Be more disciplined. And we're in added time, so we're going to waste time. I wouldn't be surprised though if this doesn't work and they come back and score an equaliser. But there we go, time's running out, go on. Yes, we're over the line. 5-4, an entertaining game for the fans, and another 3 points for us, another 5 goals, although we made it more difficult than we should have. 8 shots on target each, so a really entertaining game that we narrowly won. David Hammond, again the man of the match with his 2 goals. Lee Angle came on and 6.4 didn't play too well, but a good overall performance. Let's have a look at the league table, one that should see us more or less safe. So we're 7 points clear with 3 games to go. That to me is more or less safe, and we're a point behind Guiseley, so there's a chance that we could get the bragging rights and finish above them. I always say if there's more points distance than games left in a relegation battle, then you're more or less there. So mathematically, we need to win really the next game, and that is against Brackley, who are 16th, 6 points in front of us. Scarborough won their game at Buxton, so they are champions, 13 points clear. So we're 8 points clear of Kettering. As I say, one more win should see us mathematically safe. We've certainly come to some good form at the end of the season. So I'm going to play the rest of the games off camera, and we'll come back with the next episode and fill you in with what's happened in the remaining 3 games and a season review, and we'll discuss how we're going to go for next season. I've still not got a new contract yet. I'm probably waiting to see that we're mathematically safe. I can't see why I shouldn't get a new contract. When I was up against it and on a must-win game, there was a fan poll which said 60% of them said I should have got the sack. And the other thing is, I can't see this being a promotion push unless there's a financial input from somebody, a takeover, because we're actually going on for 70,000 in the red now. We're actually losing money, so it may be that the wage budget is slashed for next season, and we're going to have just as hard a job next season. I'm going to really have to look for some good free transfers. Everything to go for. Hopefully we can get moving up the table next season and not be involved in this relegation scrap. The target has got to be the playoffs, but it will depend on our recruitment. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe and keep on this Road to Glory story with Bradford Park Avenue. If you're watching this in real time, have a very Merry Christmas, and my schedule will be staying the same. Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday videos. Turn notifications on so you don't miss a single kick, and keep up to date with how we're doing. Thanks a lot. Goodbye for now.